Hey guys, welcome back to Nico Brothers. So we're continuing to build on our black Silverado Duramax, but actually right now we're going to work on our parts truck. So basically we want to get this thing taken apart. We're going to work on the big things first. We're going to try to save as many parts as we can without damaging everything, because we're going to start working on it and going at it pretty hard. So we're going to take off the fender, the bumper, probably even take off the hood, take off the big major body panels first, and then we're working on the doors, take out all 4 doors off, and hopefully eventually we're going to get to the inside and start gutting all that. That's going to be the next step, but I know we're going to have, probably fun taking off all the big parts first, and we're going to put them, store them properly so we don't damage them, and save them for later. So let's not waste any time and then just go right at it and get this thing taken apart. Alright guys, so this bed obviously has seen some fire damage. It could be salvageable, but that's honestly a lot of work. So we're just going to check on Marketplace and see how much these beds are for our new truck. There's probably some parts we can get off it, but overall it looks pretty toast. Get it? But it's basically, this is where the worst of it was, into the back, inside and back. So basically we got it for the front clip. The back is just but we'll still definitely salvage some parts off here. Alright guys, let's get this door off. Basically, eventually these doors are going to go back on once we restored it and cleaned it up, and definitely a process. But what we want to do is leave the hinges on the caps, that way our gaps are fine. So we're just going to unbolt the door on the other side, which should be fine. And just start taking it apart and hopefully start looking better and better before it gets worse. Let's do it. Alright guys, and just like that, first door is off. 1 out of 4. Wasn't too bad, definitely heavy, but yeah, I'm gonna keep going, get this back door off, and on to the other side. Alright guys, that door is being a pain. Basically it is locked from the inside, so I'm gonna have to get dirty and get inside and try to get it unlocked. Same thing with the other 2 doors. It's all possible, just have to crawl in there. Oh boy, part of the job, we'll get it done. But for now we can work on the front, get the fenders off, get the hood off, headlights, all the other stuff, just to get them off. We're gonna need them off anyway to work on this cab. And just like that, front end is coming apart, nothing to it really, since it's not burned that bad. Headlights are off, grill is gone. Looking good. Basically we just wanna take these parts off, put them in a box and save them for later. All the hardware, the bolts, definitely need it for later, but we're trying to get this cab off and we don't want to break or damage anything else. So I got this one door off. I was able to break that other lock and we got the other door off. I still have that one that's locked, but that's no problem. We'll get it. It honestly looks so much better already, except for the inside. The inside looks pretty bad, but we'll shovel all that away and get rid of all this stuff too. Oh yeah, let's get it done. Alright, getting this bumper off. That's not gonna work. It's a little tricky to get that bolt off, but we'll get it, no big deal. A little swivel or something else. Seems like there's bolts right there, right here. No big deal, we'll get it off. Put it in a nice safe place. All right, guys, we got a bunch of trash, burnt stuff. We got a wheelbarrow, some hands. Let's get it done. Alright guys, working on the front end, basically going to take the AC out first before we get the radiators off, drain the fluids, drain the AC like we said, and get this thing taken apart. Alright guys, just like that, got the AC hooked up and was able to take out like a pound and something, so there was actually a good bit in there. That's good news, that way we know it actually is working and it should be fine. That's awesome. Now we'll keep moving forward. All right, guys, so I got the majority carpet out. It's looking still pretty bad in here, but I want to work on the center console to get this thing out of the way. Basically a couple bolts right here. I'm gonna go underneath. Sorry, you can't see. Basically go underneath to get the steering column off, and a couple more pieces, then I should be able to rip this thing out. Hopefully that's simple. All right, guys, check it out. Radiator is out. Basically, we're doing everything the way we could to get the cab lifting off. That way I don't hit anything, I don't damage anything when I do lift it up. I gotta take it off anyway sooner or later, so I might as well just get it off. Check it out. Battery box is gone as well. Going to the firewall in the back, getting all those things removed, getting it disconnected. Let's go ahead and get this thing lifted off. All right, guys, so before we lift off the cap, I want to go ahead and get this thing removed. So we got to unbolt it and kind of shift it already. I think it's time to actually get it out. It was definitely stuck on there, but just got to do what you got to do. Let's go ahead and get that removed. Front end's looking really good. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff we're doing off cam, just getting it done. Simple unbolt, nothing too crazy. Making sense. The plan is to get that dash out and slowly lift it up, and we can see what's holding, what's snagging, undisconnect it, and keep going and get this thing raised up. All right, let's get it done. And just like that, we got it removed. Awesome. It's definitely burned, but a lot easier to work with now. Hey, look, some unburned panels. That's nice. Wow, what a mess, but it's getting better. It's gonna be a solid cab in no time. Went ahead and got rid of this other door. Less stuff, the better. All right, guys, it's so much progress. Honestly, as you can see, this thing is definitely getting gutted out, and you can see the floor now, which is pretty good compared to what it was before. All that sludge and whatever that stuff is, getting it out, all that burnt material. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna get this cab lifted off for sure. We're gonna get this thing detailed and clean, and hopefully sandblasted or something like that. So we're gonna start looking around for some sandblast companies, try to figure that out. But it's coming. That's all the time for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.